Hi guys, it's Jade, and today I chose to speak to you guys about communication in a relationship. So communication is a key part of a relationship for many different reasons. Without it, many relationships wouldn't last. In my own opinion, it's the glue that really holds relationships together. So this topic interests me because poor communication is very prevalent in today's society. We have so much technology that we almost don't have to communicate face-to-face with people anymore. So most communication is done via email or text or direct messaging on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. And although these technological advances are useful, the drawback is obviously that we don't get a lot of face-to-face communication. Because of this, we're lacking in communication skills with people in person. So knowing how to communicate well is a very good skill that you should have, and it really prevents unnecessary problems in relationships. Many of my friends, and myself as well, have had problems in our romantic relationships due to miscommunications over text or email or direct messaging, any of them. A lot of times it is due to something that is said and it hurts someone's feelings, and you don't realize it because you're not with them. You can't see their face and see the emotions they're going through. And so a lot of times by the time you realize that you've hurt their feelings, it's too late and the damage has been done. As we learned in last chapter, the face is, one of the main aspects of communication. It's where all your emotions are conveyed, your anger or your sadness or excitement, any of those. And without being able to see someone's face and seeing how they react to what you say, you can't always tell what their reaction was, especially whenever you're just texting them. If you had had that conversation in person, you would have been able to see their face and you could have prevented the problem before it ever started. So communicating with friends or partners can also help strengthen the level of trust and respect in a relationship. The trust and respect is developed by communicating about personal issues such as family issues or self-esteem and insecurities. And so when you encourage someone to communicate personal details of themselves, and really give them advice and listen to what they have to say, they'll begin to trust you a lot more, and it will really build your relationship. And that trust will in turn turn into respect for you, especially if you listen well and you give sound advice that really helps them in their other relationships. It will help to increase the respect and the trust in your relationship with that person. This is because it makes you seem caring and selfless, thus building the relationship and just making it stronger. So communicating with your friend or partner also increases their level of confidence in the relationship, as well as yours. This point is pretty self-explanatory, but it's still valid in my opinion. If you think about it, if you have a friend that you rarely speak to, you guys don't even text much, you don't talk much in person, a lot of times that person will begin to think that, your relationship isn't as strong as they thought it was and isn't as important to you as they thought it was originally. And so they might not attempt to rekindle that relationship once it kind of dwindles away. On the contrary, if you speak to that person, every day for weeks on end, they'll really know where they stand in your life and know that, they're an important and valuable part of your relationship. And that'll help keep your friendship or your romantic relationship or family relationships really happy and successful. So, in my opinion, everyone should work to broaden their relationship skills, or their communication skills, When you work on broadening your communication skills, it will really open your eyes to how you communicate in your relationships now and what you could do to improve upon it. And if you work to improve upon, the way you communicate, whether that be texting less and meeting up and talking with your friends in person more often, or, really working to listen and understand what your friends or your family or romantic partner has to say, it will really help to build your trust and, your respect for that person in that relationship. A lot of times we think that we can communicate well just because we respond quickly to whatever our friends have to say, or give easy, quick advice that usually works, but not always. But I mean, with communication, it's something that you can always work to improve upon, and if you work to improve upon it, your relationships will be successful for the most part. Obviously, it can't always work out, but a lot of times communication really sets a good foundation that will help you be happy and successful in your relationships. Thanks, guys.